Here with Mark Casse, sending two hopefuls to the 166th King's Plate. Let's start with Ashley's Archer, Mark. Now, in past performances, we've seen him settle just off the pace and perform well. You've drawn the outer flank here in the King's Plate, perhaps not ideal given his running style or any style, but I'm intrigued. Like, does he show some ability to come from the mid, or even back of the pack? What's the dream scenario here?
Well, I think the post ends up being great because Sahin's going to have a quarter of a mile to decide what he wants to do. I think if the pace isn't fast, that he'll be on the lead. If the pace is fast, he'll be sitting right off of it. He's not the kind of horse you want to take, have coming from way out of it. So again, if he breaks good, the pace is not fast, he'll be on the lead. If not, he'll be sitting right off of it.
Cool. And he's been, he's been up and down in terms of finish orders, but, he was DQ'd in the Cup and Saucer as a 2-year-old, but he grinded that one out well regardless. A nice second place last time out. Does he have more to give? Like, could this be a peak race? Is that how you're seeing it?
I think so. We've had some foot issues with him. He has quarter cracks. He's had foot abscess, and that's why he missed. He didn't run for a while. He should improve big off his last race. He probably needed that race. We always had the King's Plate in sight, and it hasn't worked out perfect, but we're happy where we are now, and he's got a lot of ability. I give him a good chance.
Nice. In terms of breeding, Mark, he's sired by Conti. It was more of a miler, but there's Sunday Salins, a Breeders' Cup Classic winner on the dam side as well. Is pedigree in the context of Ashley's Archer just a type of note that's even top of mind for you here?
I don't see the mile and a quarter having, any issue. As you said, his father was a miler, but he does have some, good staying power on the bottom. He's an athlete, and I don't see a problem with it.
Right, so you see some of that stamina in his repertoire. Has he shown in the works and the gallops out after the wire that that stamina might be there?
Yeah, it's just so difficult because, like I said, recently, we just had some trouble with him and missed some works and everything. I thought maybe in his last start he moved a little early, and we won the race with a horse called Special Session.
Right.
Half brother to Sir Winston, our horse that won the Belmont. And he's a pretty good horse in his own right. So I thought it was a really good race. As I said, I think we build on that. And I don't see a problem with the mile and a quarter. I think he'll settle if need be. And, so I like his chances.
Great. Let's move to No Time, the commanding winner of the Woodbine Oaks. Just how did she come out of the race, and how's she been working and preparing for the big dance here?
Yeah, she came out of great. I thought her win was impressive. She got really, really unlucky in the Celine prior. You look at her form and you say, what happened? Well, I kind of feel like she probably should have won the Celine. She got the winner with Rafael Hernandez about 100 yards out of the gate, came over on us, and we had to check fairly hard. And when it did, it just put her into a kind of she was fighting and nowhere to go. And I talked to Johnny Velasquez a couple of weeks before the Oaks. He was in my office at my barn in Saratoga, and I said, Johnny, this filly's got a big shot to win the Canadian. I've got
I know.
I've got a lot, different. But I said she's got a big shot to win the Canadian Oaks, and I said just throw her ass race out, and he said she was pretty well pushed, but he got a good position. They were rolling too. It wasn't like they were walking, and when he asked her to pick it up, he said she accelerated nicely. So that's what you want. To get a mile and a quarter, you got to have a horse that will settle, and I think she will, as long as the pace is quick enough. And I think there's going to be plenty of pace.
And you've seen positive affirmation. I think you may have already confirmed this, that she can, again, some positivity that she can extend and run that extra furlong.
Yeah. And she has a tremendous pedigree.
Yeah.
She is by maybe one of the best sires in the world, not this time, and she's a half to 2 Grade 1 winners.
Mm-hmm.
And if you followed Not This Times, they seem to get better and better as they get older, and you can see that in her. So she has it all. She's a real pretty filly, good attitude and a strong pedigree. So she should be. I expect, I expect her to run well, and she should build off of that last race a little bit, and that puts her right there.
Post position 10, a little farther out than you'd like to be, or are you just less concerned? Is it, given her ability, as we've just been discussing, she's got it all, so she can rate. You think she'll rate well and perhaps be mid-pack in the plate? Is that how you see it? Maybe.
Yeah, I actually think that's a wonderful post.
Yeah.
We look at 10, you say it's out a little bit, but there's been many Queen's Plate, now King's Plate, where there's 20 horses.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were in the 10 hole, you'd be, oh man, great. I don't see it an issue at all. Again, now Johnny's going to be able to watch what happens in front of him. You've got almost over a quarter of a mile to the first turn. He'll try to find some pocket somewhere where he can drop over, save ground, and get her to shut off. Because I think the key to getting her to settle is to try to drop over and get behind some horses. So I'm sure that's what he's going to do. We're fortunate. Johnny is one of the greatest of all time.
Yeah,
He won the Queen's Plate for us on Wonder Godot.
Yes, he did, and that was my last question. The best to add again, one of the best to ever do it, and someone who did it for you back in 2018 with Gary Barber, with owner Gary Barber as well. I get, is this factor adding to the enthusiasm that you might have and the confidence you might have?
Well, there's a lot of great riders. I would be confident if Saheem was riding, if Patrick was riding.
Right.
But Johnny is circled the globe and been successful, everywhere. And he's an amazing rider and a great person. So we're excited to have him. Anytime you can have Johnny Velasquez, you got to be excited.
Indeed, and I am excited for this one, so can't wait. Just good luck, great racing luck to you, and thanks for your time, Mark.
Okay, thank you.